Hi, my name's Steve Cox. I'm the CEO of Destination New South Wales, which is the state's major events and tourism agency for New South Wales here in Australia, based in Sydney, but of course look after all of this incredibly rich and diverse state. My responsibilities as CEO is all aspects of the organisation and our deliverables. Our mission is to deliver economic and social benefit for the people of New South Wales by growing the visitor economy. And our vision is to be the premier visitor economy of the Asia Pacific with a visitor economy spend of $65 billion by 2030. Interesting facts about me. Look, I've only been in this industry for about 3.5 years. I came from the retail industry. Prior to joining Destination New South Wales, I ran Dymocks, the book company, for 8 or so years. I was in David Jones for a long time, as well as other retailers. But the transition and that focus on customer, the focus on product, features and benefits, and communicating to customers as individuals is consistent across both. So I love the industry and I love being a part of Destination New South Wales. We have reorganised Destination New South Wales in my time here. When I first joined, the first major piece was to set the strategy and the strategic direction, and that is the Visitor Economy Strategy 2030, which anyone can access. It's a public document. It was a cabinet-approved document and released in the front end of last year. And that sets the strategy and the strategic direction for all of New South Wales government to grow with industry, with local government, with stakeholders, to grow the visitor economy in New South Wales to $65 billion. Having set the strategic direction, we then went through the process of aligning the organisational strategy of Destination New South Wales to that strategic direction. And then, of course, once you have strategy right, then the right people and the right roles and the right structure. So the structure piece came after we'd set the strategy. We said, this is what we need to achieve across the pillars of this organisation, which is sort of marketing, events, policy, product and engagement, research and insights, and all the different pieces that are required to deliver upon that strategy. And then we work through in a very systematic way to ensure that our structure aligns to the strategy, that the skill sets are in place aligned to the strategy, that all roles are clearly defined, people are clear on what they need to deliver. And that's the piece of work that we went through, which ultimately culminated in, I mean, it's always an ongoing piece, but the major piece of that reorganisation work was in the back end, or around about July, August of next year. It was significant. There's about 205 people in this organisation. There was 165 roles in this reorganisation, of which 105 of them had to be reapplied for. But the outcome means we're a much fitter organisation to deliver upon that strategic direction. The reorganisation certainly delivered efficiencies, although I like to think of it as more about productivity enhancements and outcomes. Efficiencies perhaps lends your mind to reductions or cost cutting or something along those lines. This is really about ensuring that all parts of the organisation are aligned to delivery against the very clear vision that we've set and the very clear strategic direction that we've set. Now, a case in point, as part of the reorganisation, we established product teams. So we have product specialists across the experiences that are important for our visitors. So be that Aboriginal tourism, nature-based tourism, road, rail, air and cruise. Deep specialists who understand what the product offering is within this state, what the visitor's looking for, wherever they may be coming from, and then work with all of the stakeholders to ensure that our product offering is there for the visitor ultimately, so that they visit more often, spend more when they're here, and really importantly for us in our strategic direction, repeat visit and keep coming back. So reorganisation's absolutely delivered efficiencies, but right across the organisation, what it's really delivered is better outcomes with a team of people that are very clear on what they need to deliver, with clear deliverables, clear measurables, and also a willingness and a culture of the organisation to work together. What did we do in 2022 that's delivering results in 2023? Well, I think first and foremost, we released and set a very clear strategic direction. The Visitor Economy Strategy clearly articulates the overarching strategic plan about what we're doing as Destination New South Wales, but across the New South Wales government to grow the visitor economy and to ensure that we are the premier visitor destination of the Asia Pacific. Across each of the different touch points against the strategic plan, the outcomes have been tremendous. In fact, by the end of last calendar year, we were pretty much back to 2019 levels of visitor spend, which when you consider the impacts of the pandemic, bushfires, floods, and the other things that have been so devastating to the industry as a whole is an outstanding outcome. Be that the launch of the Feel New brand through the marketing platforms, the major event strategy, which has seen us secure events such as South by Southwest, grow Vivid to be the world's largest festival of its type, and in delivering incredible events like the finals for the FIFA Women's World Cup, through the product specialists and the product development to make sure that the product that we have on the ground for the visitors to this state is absolutely best in class, fit for purpose, and keeps people coming back. Across all of the touch points of the organisation, we're aligning to the strategy. That's delivered fantastic results in 23, and I'm incredibly excited about the period ahead, what we call the roaring 2020s, as we head into the year 2030.